moment a narcissist realizes you are never coming back is one of the most quietly powerful moments in your healing. And what happens inside them when that realization hits, most people never find out. This video will tell you exactly what they go through. Stay until the end, because understanding this will set something free in you. Here is what almost no one talks about. When you first leave, they are not panicking, not yet. Narcissists have a deeply ingrained belief that people always come back. They have seen it happen too many times, including with you, maybe more than once. They trust their patterns. They trust the guilt they planted, the confusion they created, the emotional dependency they built over time. So in the beginning, they stay surprisingly calm. They might act cold, detached, completely unbothered. Some even appear happier without you, at least on the surface. But this is performance, because the one thing a narcissist cannot afford to show the world is that they feel rejected, abandoned, or powerless. Their entire identity depends on the illusion of control. So they wear indifference like armor, and they wait for you to crack first. But then something shifts. Days become weeks, weeks become months. You stop chasing, you stop explaining yourself, you stop reacting to the games. And for the first time, they begin to feel something they are completely unprepared for: the loss of control. Not the loss of love. They were never fully operating from love. What they lose is access. Access to your attention, your reactions, your emotional world. And when that access disappears, something inside them begins to break. This is when many narcissists suddenly reappear. Not because they changed, not because they healed, not because they finally understand your worth, but because your absence is now disturbing their sense of identity. They need to know if they still have power over you. So a message appears out of nowhere. A late-night apology surfaces. They say they miss you, that they cannot stop thinking about you, that they regret everything. And this can feel deeply confusing, especially if you spent years begging them to care while you were together. Suddenly they seem so emotional, so vulnerable, so present. But here is what you must understand. Narcissists react the strongest when they lose certainty, not when they lose love. The moment they realize you are truly emotionally unavailable, you become valuable again in their eyes, because they took you for granted when they felt secure. But the moment that security disappears, obsession replaces indifference almost overnight. This is why some narcissists become obsessive after a breakup. They stalk your social media in silence. They ask mutual friends about your life. They publicly try to improve themselves, hoping you will notice. Some rush into new relationships just to prove they still have value. But underneath all of it is the same hidden fear that you have emotionally escaped them forever, because your healing is threatening to them. Your silence becomes power. Your distance becomes dangerous. Your emotional detachment becomes proof that their influence over you is fading. And what hurts them most is not losing the relationship itself. It is losing control of the emotional narrative between you. They can no longer predict your reactions, pull you back in, or reshape your reality. And for someone who thrives on emotional dominance, that loss feels unbearable. But here is the part that matters most. When a narcissist realizes you are never coming back, they may suddenly become more loving, more vulnerable, more emotionally aware than they ever were while you were together. And that can feel incredibly disorienting. It can make you question everything: your decision, your boundaries, your own perception of reality. Do not let it. Temporary emotional intensity is not the same as genuine transformation. Real change requires accountability, empathy, and consistent self-awareness over time. What you are seeing in those moments is not growth. It is panic wearing the mask of love. Narcissists only become emotional when they face consequences, not when they develop insight. That is the difference. And that is why so many people get pulled back in just when they were finally free. Your healing begins the moment you stop confusing their desperation with change. The moment you understand that your absence is forcing them to confront the one reality they spent years avoiding, that they no longer have unlimited access to your heart, your mind, or your emotional world. That is where your power quietly returns. Not through revenge, not through confrontation, not through proving anything to anyone. Through freedom, through clarity, through the simple, profound act of choosing yourself and never looking back. Because when a narcissist finally realizes you are never coming back, they are forced to feel exactly what they put you through for so long: the loss of someone who truly, genuinely cared. And you are finally free.